My name is Jared Brown, and today I'd like to talk about an incident that happened to me back in the summer, late summer of 2006. Um, it was the first time that I had ever been to Mexico. I'm originally from North Carolina, and I went on a trip through the Southwest. I was just traveling just for fun because I'd been working a lot for the 2 years before that. And so when I came to El Paso, Texas, I decided that I wanted to cross the border and go to Mexico because I'd never been there, and it was new to me, exciting to me, and I had been practicing Spanish a little bit and stuff like that. So I wanted to try out my Spanish, eat some new food, see some new things, take some pictures, stuff like that. And so the first time I crossed the border, the first thing I did was kind of just walk around town. There had been a flood the night before, and so a lot of the streets were still soaked, and in some places the water was still pretty high. There was a lot of shops and little stores that had been flooded, so people were sweeping the water out of the store and just kind of cleaning up. And so I just kind of went around town, took some pictures, ate some food, talked to people, and just kind of took in all the sights and the sounds and the scenery and stuff like that. So after I'd eaten lunch, and so after I had eaten lunch, it was like mid-afternoon, I guess, and so I decided to go to a few bars, because in Mexico you can drink legally when you're 18, but usually you can drink before that in bars. And so at the time I was 20 in the United States. I wasn't able to drink, so I went to some bars, drank some beer, danced with a few different girls, had a good time. I wasn't drunk, but I wasn't quite sober either. And so after my last bar visit, I went to the Kentucky Club, which is right there on Avenida Juarez, right near the American Bridge. So right after I left there, I was headed back to the bridge, and there weren't a lot of people in the street. There was a few, and I always try to keep my eyes open anytime I'm traveling, not just when I'm in Mexico, because when people see, or if people notice that you're different than them, or that you're out of place, they might try to take advantage of you. So I was trying to keep my eyes open, but I wasn't like really on alert. I wasn't scared. I wasn't afraid, because there was nothing that I saw that day to make me afraid. But out of nowhere, I still to this day don't know where these guys came from. They about, I don't know how many, maybe like 4 or 5 guys pushed me up against the wall, and one of the guys put a pistol to my head, and he didn't say he was going to shoot me or anything like that, but they said that they were police, and that I was drunk and I was going to go to jail, and that I wasn't supposed to be where I was at and stuff like that. And they took my wallet out of my pocket, and they were asking me a lot of questions. They wanted to see my IDs. They wanted to know where I was from, what I did for work, and stuff like that. And I was trying to answer the questions as best I could, but at the time I didn't speak Spanish very well, and I didn't really understand that much Spanish. So I was just struggling. And of course, since I was thinking about how to talk to them, I was distracted. And after a few minutes, they told me I could go. They patted me on the back and said, "Have a nice day." And gave me back my wallet, but it was missing $15. The $15 that I always keep in the front, just in case something like that happens. And so they robbed me. I guess they felt good about what they found, but I had more hidden, and so luckily I didn't lose everything. They didn't take my passport. They didn't take my ID and stuff like that. So I was in good shape. But for most people, an experience like that for their first trip to Mexico, or any time that they go to Mexico, that would be enough for them. They would just quit. They would never come back. But the way I think about it is that it's just part of it. Even before I went to Mexico, I knew it was kind of a dangerous place. I knew that bad things happened. I also knew that a drug war was starting there. So it wasn't like I was ignorant or green behind the ears or anything like that. But I've still, even after having that bad first experience, I've been back to Mexico dozens of times. I've been to a lot of different places in Mexico, and I'll keep going back as many times as I can. And so I would urge you to do the same if you go to Mexico. You definitely should take some precautions. You should know where you're going, know what the situation is there, know how to protect yourself, and just take the same general precautions and use street smarts as you would if you were traveling to any other place in the United States or the country. But if you would, please check out my blog. It's www.southoftherriogrande.com. Thank you.